Undergraduate Research Symposium here at NYU Shanghai. And it was a big culmination for our seniors because it really marked the moment in which they've taken their 4 years of academic experience. So in some cases, some of them, these were their senior capstone projects that they'd been working on for the last year. For some of them, they were projects that they'd been doing for a couple of years under the Dean's Undergraduate Research Fund. So these were very important projects that are directed by faculty, which really come from the students. They've thought of these projects themselves, they've put them together, they've done the research. There were a number of things. There were the oral presentations, and I think for those students, those were our honor students who are required to do an oral presentation of the research that they've been doing, and many of those were spectacular as students really laid out the work that they had been doing, showing and sharing their research findings, and not just with their peers and with faculty in the building, but with outside judges that we had brought in, people from the industry, people from other academic institutions. And so this was pretty high stakes for these students to be able to explain and to talk about their own research. The other big category were the posters that were around on the third floor. And this was a great way for students to interact one-on-one as people came by, whether it was the judges or their friends, their peers, teachers, to really explain the kind of work that they've been doing. And three big areas. So there's sort of humanities, social science, the natural sciences, business as well. Up on the 8th floor were the presentations, the demonstrations by the interactive media arts students and the computer science. Some of the most interesting ones to look at. They're very hands-on. Students have built some really interesting interactive pieces that combine art with technology. Some actually do some very specific kinds of work, and some just delight people because they're fabulous to look at and fabulous to interact with. And I think those projects really just outline the creativity of our students, that they are able to take these very technical skills, but then take these other things that they've learned in their humanities classes or their social science classes and marry them together into these really interesting projects. If you happen to go down into the auditorium, you got to see a musical arts and theater arts program. And these were the first time these students have performed for our community. And so this was a very big inaugural deal for them to be able to do that in our new auditorium and to really present themselves. And then lastly, we had an amazing dance performance with Allie Rose's two classes, the dance and choreography class. Incredible feat to watch these 50 students from all over the world, very diverse backgrounds, very diverse body shapes, types of people, different cultural backgrounds, really working together to create some fabulous pieces that really show how they can synchronize with one another and begin to create a community within this dance. It was a very exciting day. It was a very busy day here at NYU Shanghai to have all these students in the building, and I think it wasn't about the professors on Saturday, it was really about the students. It was about the students showing off themselves and kind of work that they've been doing here.